So today we're going to talk about unsolicited writers. This is a group that some of you may never have had before, but as soon as you have your first one, you're going to want to know how to approach these writers and what's different from the writers that come through our writing program. So first off, it's a big transition working with unsolicited writers for both the revisions editors and the writers themselves. Unsolicited writers submit their manuscripts directly to us from outside of the program. Some of them will have worked with editors outside of the program. A lot of them will come in, though, with no previous experience with editors at all. The major difference between these writers and your other writers that went through the writing program is that they simply come in with no base knowledge of our processes. So you do have to spend a little bit of time catching them up, getting them up to speed. In order to help unsolicited writers jump right in, it's important to take the time at the start and to get them off on the right foot. You may have to explain things to these writers that you normally don't have to go into, such as what the Working With Me document is, what our acronyms mean, what types of editors they'll work with, how and why we work the way we do, as well as just letting them know what you as their RE will and will not be doing for them during the revisions process. Asking them questions is good, but with these writers, you have to accept that sometimes they simply won't know what they don't know. What I have found is a good process for getting these writers kind of up to speed right to begin with is walk them through the workflow of revisions and explain what's expected of them all along through the process. They have checklists, yes, but be patient. They're overwhelmed. Take your time and break things down for them. What I have found is a good way to do this is to actually walk them through what you did in a chapter. Tell them what they'll do with your feedback, how they'll turn in those revisions to you, and when you'll actually be reviewing that material, and so on, so that you're setting up the back and forth of revisions with them right off the bat, and they know exactly what you're expecting of them week in and week out. While you're there, take the time to go through your schedule and make sure they know when they can expect the official messages from you each week so that they can plan. Share your screen if you see that they aren't grasping what you're saying, and take them through the documents they'll be interacting with regularly. Have them favorite the documents while they're there if they haven't already. Along with the questions, these writers bring concerns and worries with them because they don't trust the process yet. And honestly, why should they? They haven't even met our editors before. First time for them. These writers come to you as well right after a trying time of going through crowdfunding, and they may come away from that experience shaken or empowered. Getting their first taste of audience building can hit them with the realization that they now have to actually publish this book. The sequel to that realization comes later when they near copy edit, and they realize that in order to publish their book, they have to let it go. While these fears aren't isolated to the unsolicited crowd, it definitely seems to hit them hard. Overall, the best advice I can give you with unsolicited writers is be patient, be kind, and be prepared for lots of questions. It's better to have the questions than to have a writer who is shut down and overwhelmed. So always look on those questions as a positive and encourage your writers to engage with you. As always, if you run into anything with an unsolicited writer that you aren't sure how to handle, just bring it to the group chat with your RE Wrangler and me, and we'll help you sort through it and see if we can't come up with the best solution for both you and the writer. Overall, these are just writers. And like every other writer in the program, they're looking to you for guidance and support. So just be there, answer their questions. And that's pretty much it.